Happy Father's Day! Dum 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 dum, and happy first day of spring for Aussies! Dum 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 dum. So I'm testing this new camera, and at least I look yellow now when I'm doing this background here. Yes, this is what I wish I was during the whole day, but realistically, I spent most of the day just sleeping in. Sleep, sleep. Co-op my fathers, people that are my father models and stuff. And yeah, just enjoying the warm spring and enjoying the extra solar power. If we're gonna go for global warming, may as well use the solar stuff, huh? Which I don't understand why people don't get solar power during climate change. When the world's gonna get hotter, you may as well get more solar power stuff, more electricity, and lower electricity bills. Okay, looks like I'm just phasing in and out here. Okay, let's see. If I'm over here, okay. Wow, it looks terrible. I'm like a ghost now. This camera is not the best. Or maybe it's a virtual background. But yeah. Oh, this looks funny, huh? Will I ever get a good background here? Who knows? So yeah. Spent all day just trying to work on a new phone. My mom said it'll be a backup phone now. She wants two phones for some reason. I don't know. Power of materialisticness. Ugh. Well, that's probably not relevant right now. So let's talk about spring. For me, it should be a new sign to start new again. You can wake up early in the morning and enjoy the fact that it's warm. And yeah, one thing I noticed now, I can wake up at 5 o'clock and the sun is slightly coming out. And when I run, the sun at 6 o'clock to work, the sun is going up. I feel like in Rocky 4, this ice is melting, and then Hearts on Fire is coming on right now. So that's what we should do. Private, nothing to see here. Or except Facebook. Really? So everything but Facebook. Okay. Why not? Facebook groups. Okay, so I might get my messages here. So yeah. Experiences with dads. What can I say? Wasn't really raised much by too much about that because family separations and stuff. So most of my father figures will be from family, but it was probably a good thing because I really don't know how I was ever created there. It was a new beginning though, from where we go here. Let's see, fathers that I know from fiction. Which one would I say is my favorite father? In a way, well, I like the line, Darth Vader, I am your father, but not the quite best at this here. Let's see, Mustafa, good but dead. Let's see, Disney. The King of Thieves, I guess, from Aladdin was a good father at the end, but at least he was a king at something. I don't think there's any good fathers in Disney in general here that stay alive for long. Usually they're bad fathers. Hey, they have bad mothers as well, like Cinderella's evil stepmother and Snow White. Jeez. Wow, parents are bad for fictional stuff here. Okay, let's see. Any good fathers? I guess the dad in Full House was really good considering his wife died. Full House. I just love that song. I'm sure it's a good comedy because it's black and white, but whatever happened to predictability, the milkman, the paperboy, evening TV. Whatever happened, something. There's something. Drowns as mean as you ever seen. Something. And the voice tells you, don't sell your dreams so soon. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a heart. Hand to hold on to everywhere. Yeah, hey, that's good inspiration, really. Just for the song. I don't remember too much about Full House. They're like three dads, really. The uncle, and then, yeah. Who was Joey? Was just a friend of his? That is. Okay, is it better if I look at close range? The mic looks like it's disappearing. Can't tell if it's a real mic or not. Oh, I put my hand in front of it. It doesn't like do that. Okay. That's why it's able to tell between good or bad objects right now. Okay, let's see. Any comedy stuff about, well, why does it makes you become a dad yourself if you never had one? Well, that was a question Homer said about his own dad, then found out that his dad was Santa Claus. That his dad did try. Uh, what's good parenting changed with the times? Now, let's see. People say, should you hit your own kid? Nah, never, unless he's possessed by a demon and you really need to snap him out of it. But in Hollywood, it does not work. Maybe that might work. Let's see. Is Goku a good dad? Well, Dragon Ball Bridge? Definitely not. Dragon Ball Z? For the episodes, he usually is a good dad. Uh, let's see. Sailor Moon did not have a dad today. Power Rangers barely had a dad. Ninja Steel, wow. Even Super Ninja Steel, like the dad shows up, then you don't see him again in the show until the last episode where it gets possessed. We probably should find ways to make more use of that here. Let's see, Cobra Kai. Oh, Karate Kid. Wow. Even Karate Kid didn't have a dad. It was just the mom and dad in that show. And Cobra Kai, even Johnny. Oh my gosh, I don't even have a dad there. Wow, I think a lot of shows don't really like you show you have good dads. My gosh, that's why The Last of Us is so revolutionary. You don't get to see so much dads there now. And The Mandalorian. Okay, maybe that's why people like The Mandalorian. One time you have a good father figure. Silent Hill 1 is also one of the best dads ever. You know, he goes so far to save his adopted daughter that he found on the side that turned out to be the good side of an evil ghost. Let's see, any good dads here. Conjuring? Nah. Wait, the first Conjuring, did they even have a dad? I think it was just the mom. I should watch it again, but Conjuring was a really good movie. Okay, let's see. Anything good dads here that we should worship here? Let's see. So Darth Vader, like Anakin, what would it be? Well, all we can go off with is from how it should have ended. He would be excited to be a dad. Yeah. In fact, I think it's the typical things like Bambi. Everyone thinks that in life you should be like Bambi's dad, who just abandoned them and just see from far away. And even when he was raised by his dad, you actually see it in the Disney film, huh? Wow. They really need to show more what is good parenting as a dad. Let's see, the Mighty Ducks. Bombay was a father figure, but he was not the dad. And even the new Mighty Ducks shows, the main character, the dad was kind of, well, he was not a complete jerk, but he was the person that would choose his career over the kid, and Bombay forced that in the new Mighty Ducks. Wow, they really, even in season 2 of that, well, they had a good moment where, you need to talk about, be more expressive. In fact, one thing I noticed that, this dad shows is like, no, don't obey me. And then like, oh no, maybe I shouldn't do that. I just remember Saved by the Bell about the dad had trained that swimmer so hard, and she had to tell her, like, you keep doing this, I'm going to start hating it. So let me have some fun once in a while. I guess the stereotypical dad was supposed to be the strict one. But I really don't see it happening too much. Let's check real life. Dum 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 dum. Let's see. Nope. Complaining about the mom. The mom's the strict one. Oh wow, that one of someone's grandparents was a bad one. Strict. We're gonna see. The mom was a strict one in that one, but okay. To be fair, they're all Asian parenting, so that might not be a good sample size. Strangely, in Vietnam, my home country, it felt like different there. But in Western things, I'm surprised how many times it's usually the mom that is the scary one in Australia, in Sydney. Yeah, I just remember stories about that Asians. But let's talk about Eastern. And then Western, Caucasian. Do they tend to have strict dads, neglective dads? I'm trying to think out loud here. Well, Homer Simpson, of course, the cool one. Even though the early seasons he was like, the less relaxed one. Just like always wanted to strangle the boy. Why you Anna? Yeah, I really did not think of this through here today. Spent all day sleepy, just relaxing. Spring. So yeah, this is probably not going to be. I like the bear one last week. I had more natural material that just felt like random and funny here. But yeah, what does it mean to be a man thing in this day of age? Because I said I look at stuff like talking about toxic masculine mass. I just call it toxic manhood because I can't say the word. Because it said it has that thing is because why I think it's toxic is that when you're not harmful to others and people just judge you as not being good or not, even though you're not really doing any harm. Like I was called like dangerous because of my ideology, but I always find that like, I'm not really doing much of my ideology, so I have no. Well, I don't brag about it either. Just what I personally believe, but I didn't do anything about it because I find like your actions is probably more important than how you define yourself here. And money is like very thing. Like, the stereotypical you have to provide for your wife now, but that was the days when you could survive on income by yourself, like just one person and buy a house like The Simpsons. Although that meme is a bit misleading because Homo bought the house because his dad sold a dump and gave him a check to afford that house. It was so your solution is the Simpsons solution is get your dad to sell the house, give you a deposit, write a check, and then send him to the old folks' home. Yeah, that was how it happened in the 80s, but they were able to pay off the mortgage here. Yeah, but also he was a nuclear inspector. You know what? I should complain about how Frank Grimes should not be sympathetic. I'm going to make a whole episode about ranting about how, oh no, he's not a jerk. He's just being like that here. Yeah, maybe I should make more videos about character analysis. You know what? I'm going to do one for Frasier. Was Daphne actually psychic or not? 80 hints of her psychic powers. Okay. So let's talk about dads. Let's see. Futurama. His dad was terrible to him, like the tough sergeant, but there's a bit of love. But compared to the mother, oh my gosh, that was so much better. Yeah, made that the inferior guy was kind of right. There's not too many good dads in that. Like even How I Met Your Mother, or Ted's coming. I don't know how long he spent talking to them in canon, but my gosh, that story was long. I'm not sure he was being manipulative or not, though, about getting back with his kids. Anyway. Okay. I think I kind of run out of material here. What should I say? Any questions? No one's really what? Oh, okay. There are people watching here after all. Okay, let's think about dads. So, yeah, Film Fury is right. It's not meant to me dads as role models of how to be a good dad in fiction as well. So, if we had to base our own experiences, we're probably screwed on that because, well, our parents made mistakes. We can learn from our parents' mistakes, but it's easier said than done because we tend to have a problem of realizing we make our own parents' mistakes without realizing it. Oh, I know some of it, like desire to be loved and needy is probably one of my dad's traits. Or it could be both my parents' traits amplified to extreme level of tiredness here. So what else could it be? Is that like a money? Well, else is a common man? I think to be in shape, be able to do a lot of skills here, plumber and everything else. I think it's good to have the skills regardless of what gender you are because, geez, I really wish I could learn how to fix a leak. Maybe that should be my new goal, learn how to fix water leaks and stuff here. And just be the one with the screw, and I fix stuff here with hinges. Yeah, be a slight handyman, know the basics of being a handyman. Or handy person, just to be more compatible with that. Yeah, was I better when I look yellow? Tell me here. Virtual consoles is a bit weird. Wow, so weird. Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna do this in the long-term future here. What's that behind me anyway? Is that a chair that's just okay, I think it's better if I just don't have too much stuff here. Let me just check what happens here. Going here, there's no chair, would it be less fuzzy? less fuzzy. Yeah. I'm sure this is the best background to use. Okay, well, I'm just gonna call it a day here. I'll take care, guys. See ya. Bye.